how is it looking and who's going to take Pennsylvania? Joining us to discuss, Congressman Guy Reschenthaler of Pennsylvania. He's a Republican, and I want to jump right into this because we know the governor says it's still too close to call. He made that announcement during a press briefing. Which direction do you think Pennsylvania is heading?
Well, first off, thanks for having me on, Emma. I always enjoy it. I really think that Pennsylvania will go for Donald Trump. But I need to caveat that because you have two buckets of votes. You have the mail-in votes that are coming in as of yesterday, the day of the election. And then you have another bucket of votes that are coming in today, tomorrow, and Friday. Those votes that are coming in post-election will probably go to a legal challenge that the court will decide. So that's what we're watching now. But I still think that President Trump has a significant lead. He's well over 600,000 votes. Compare that to what he won Pennsylvania by in 2016, which was 44,000 votes. So clearly a commanding lead right now. We'll see how these mail-in votes play out, though, Emma.
Right, absolutely. I mean, talk about legal consequences as well. We've got the attorneys for Republicans just on standby, ready to go and challenge that. But talk to me specifically about the city of Philadelphia as well. When people were casting their ballots, did you hear of any issues at these polling stations? Can you assure that all of those ballots will be counted safely?
Well, of course, you hear the stories every election day of things that are going awry, especially in Philadelphia. But what startles me, Emma, is the fact that before the polls even opened yesterday, and actually through the day yesterday on Election Day, you had the Attorney General say that when all the votes are counted, Vice President Biden will win the election. Well, how backward is that? You have the Attorney General, the man who's supposed to be the top law enforcement officer in the state, saying that there's a predetermined outcome. You have Bob Casey, one of our U.S. senators, saying the same thing. And then, of course, what our governor is saying today about this. It seems to me that they are stalling, hoping that there can be enough time to collect enough ballots to deliver this victory to Biden and steal it from President Trump.
We are taking a live look in Philadelphia right now. Those ballots are being counted as we speak in that key state, that keystone state of Pennsylvania as well. But that's not the only one that the Trump campaign is really looking out for. They're also talking about Arizona, maybe even the state of Nevada as well. Of course, keeping North Carolina in mind. You know, where do you think realistically the Trump campaign is at in regards to winning these key battleground states?
Well, let's just take Michigan. You have the U.S. Senate candidate in the lead in Michigan. So that would be indicative, and it would likely be that President Trump would carry Michigan, too, if his numbers hold. And again, the fact that the U.S. Senate, the Republican candidate for U.S. Senate is leading, that would again be indicative that President Trump would lead. Then you have Georgia, North Carolina. If President Trump wins Michigan, Georgia, North Carolina, and he wins Pennsylvania, that's 20 electoral votes just for Pennsylvania, then I believe I think my math is correct, then he gets the 270 that he needs. Additionally, remember, Alaska has not been factored in yet. That is 3 electoral votes. And if it's getting this close, which it looks like it's getting that close, those 3 electoral votes from Alaska could make a big difference as well, Emma.
Yeah, going to come down to the wire, no doubt. Want to congratulate you on your own race, which you won very handily. So good job to you there. Congressman Guy Reschenthaler beating out your opponent there. Congrats. Also want to talk about another key race in the House. Those are the members of the squad. I'm sure you're aware, our viewers letting them all know now that they also won their re-election races. Knowing that information, what's that going to look like for the House of Representatives, and also bring in, you know, those Republican races that were run as well? How do you see things playing out in the House?
Well, I got to say, I cringe every time someone refers to the squad as a squad, because that minimizes and downplays just how far left the Democrat Party has gone. The media likes to focus on these 4 individuals, but there's 100 other social justice warriors in the House. So it's just more than 4 people. But what we're going to see is we're going to see an internal struggle in the Democrat Party between the social justice Democrats, or the social justice warriors, as I call them, and then the more mainstream blue dog Democrats, the very few that are left. And you can see by the tweets last night that were flying, fingers are already pointing, who's at fault, et cetera. So I predict that you're going to see this party move even further to the left in the coming weeks and months ahead, and you're going to see a lot of internal strife within the Democrat Party.
All right, the Republicans picking up some seats in the House, still not the majority, but making some headway. Congressman Guy Reschenthaler joining us live.
Thank you. And we have 3 pickup opportunities still in Pennsylvania, so that could add our total to 7 pickups. Thanks for having me on.
You got it. All right, take care.